And the first thing is to say that we are so looking forward to beginning to open the church again to in-person worship. In line with stage 3 of the government's ending of lockdown in the UK, we are going to be inviting people back for in-person worship. And I want to try to communicate as clearly as I can this morning how this is going to work. But before we do, please hear this first and foremost. We are really excited to be able to invite people back. It will have limitations to begin with, but we are so looking forward to seeing you here meeting you again after all this time, and meeting perhaps some new folk who've joined us over the last 12 months. We cannot wait to see you. But as the plans for returning to worship, as they progress, just a couple of things. The first thing is to perhaps note that we are not going to be able to please everybody. We are a large, diverse community, all told of about 300 people. And there are many different opinions at the moment about how this should be done. For some people, we have not gone fast enough, and for some people, we have gone too fast. Please, we are absolutely doing our best to pick a middle way through this mass of opinion, but we will recognize at the outset we'll be unable to please everybody. So as we go through this process, let's please be kind to one another. Let's lean into our values. And we've done really well over the last 12 months as a church, so let's not let the wheels come off in the last few weeks before we're able to gather fully. In terms of setting expectations, I think your expectation should be, given the space and social distancing measures, that you'll be able to attend a morning service at Bessels Green Baptist Church about once a month. We think that's about the capacity we can get everyone through the building. So please aim to attend once a month. You may be able to attend more than that if you come to the afternoon service. Booking will be required so that we can manage people. Please don't turn up unless you have a booking. And bookings will be handled via the church office on the phone number or via bgbc.co.uk. We'll finish working that out, the exact details of that this week. As for plans for returning to worship, we're going to be coming back from Sunday, the 23rd of May onwards. So that's the first Sunday we'll be gathering in person. The 10 a.m. service will have children's work. We're going to be using our hall out the back for kids' work on a Sunday morning so that we can accommodate families. The 4:30 service, our afternoon service, will be a direct repeat of the morning. Unfortunately, we don't have capacity at that service to be able to provide children's work. Kids, teenagers, you are very welcome to come to that, and we will try to tailor it towards you, but you will be sat in here with your family groups. There will be social distancing in place. That is still the law and a requirement. The requirement for worship is that you will be asked to wear masks. Unfortunately, there is no congregational singing still, and perhaps in the light of today's message, also no refreshments. But we hope these will change in the not too distant future. So as for returning, I'm sorry I said this was long, but it's important that we explain it as clearly as possible. We're going to try to operate a priority system in the morning services. And that is week 1, we will be using the hall out the back to provide a creche. We will staff a COVID-secure creche for our reception age children. So, friends, if you have children of that age, then can we encourage you, please, to book in, firstly, to week 1 of the month, because there'll be someone there to care for your children, and couples, you'll be able to sit together in worship. If you've got older children as well as creche-age kids, there will be a table at the back of activities for them. So week 1, we're going to try to prioritize those with young children. Week 2, Powerhouse. That's years, Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, and a little bit into the first couple of years of senior school. If you've got children in that age bracket, book into a week 2 for the same reason. We'll be offering Powerhouse at the back. Week 3, we're not holding any kids' work. We're giving our volunteers the week off. And so if you're in a household or you're on your own with no children in the family, that's the week for you to prioritize your booking. Week 4, Powerhouse is back on. And where there's a week 5 of the month, again, open to all, but please prioritising those that don't have family at home. The 23rd of May is a week 4, just to point that out. So it's a week 4 of the month. So the 23rd of May, we will be starting with Powerhouse. And there is a week 5 actually in May. So the following week will be an opportunity for everyone else to book in. And then we start in June at a week 1 with Creche. Once the priority seats have gone, once people have booked in with families or with others, we will then throw the rest of the seats available because we want this place to be as full as it can be. We would like to prioritise those next that do not have access to this streamed service. And we've been doing our best to keep in touch with them, but if they don't have the technology, we'd like them to be able to come in person. And the staff team will phone round to offer them the next few seats. And then after that, please, let's fill this place up and do come along. And do remember, if you can't book in a morning and you'd like to come to church that day, there is always the afternoon service at 4:30 for you to come. A repeat of the morning, no kids' work, tailored for all, I've said that. And there's no priority booking service for the afternoons. So we're looking to use that as an overflow, but booking is still required because we need to be able to manage numbers. If you've got any questions or comments about the process that I've outlined, then you can contact us in various ways. You'll see we have a common format for our email addresses at the church, all bgbc.co.uk. You can contact the trustees. You can contact Richard Bevan as secretary, or you can contact ministers at bgbc.co.uk. If you want to contact Andy and I personally, it's charlie.ingram or andy.potter. And then there's also the church phone number, 01732 454 921, which currently is diverted to our mobiles. So we'll be able to hear from you that way. Alison, Andy, Josh, anything I've failed to mention that I should have done? All good? Friends, thank you for bearing with me. I'm sorry that was a slightly longer than usual notice, but I hope you understand that it's important for us to try to communicate clearly. We are so looking forward to seeing you, some of you, week by week, and then hopefully later in the year, September, October, maybe seeing this place full again with the sound of worship.